The entrance to the Sea Caves in Burlington, Vermont's Intervale looks a bit like a giant keyhole, doesn't it? Maybe we can unlock some of its ancient stone mysteries. The Sea Caves are accessed through Arthur Park in Burlington's north end, when they're accessible. It's not always easy to reach the entrance on the swampy, marshy edge of Long Pond among the cattails. But you can walk right up when the pond freezes over in the winter. This wasn't always a pond here. A 1970s highway project cut this part of the Intervale off from the rest of the Winooski River Delta wetlands leading into Lake Champlain, creating the pond and causing the caves to be constantly flooded. For thousands of years before that, the area drained. You could walk up to the caves in dry summer, and the Winooskiok Abenaki likely did, taking advantage of the Sea Caves' natural shelter, and maybe more. Locals once called this the Devil's Den. European settlers often demonized indigenous spiritual practices and labeled places sacred to natives devil this and Satan's that. This historic cultural violence means calling this the Devil's Den could be a clue this is a sacred space and has been for a very long time. Archaeological sites nearby provide evidence of constant habitation going back thousands of years. University of Vermont archaeologists have said the Intervale contains one of the densest concentrations of archaeological sites anywhere in New England. The colorful rock is a magnesium-rich relative of limestone known as dolostone. This was once believed to have been carved out by the wave action of the Champlain Sea, so they called it the Sea Caves. The Champlain Sea, connected to the Atlantic Ocean, was the larger precursor to Lake Champlain, existing from about 13,000 to around 10,000 years ago. But we now know its waves didn't do this work, though they still call this the Sea Caves. Some suggest a long process of water dripping down through the bedrock's cracks dissolved and eroded the rock and formed the cave, which was then fortuitously exposed by glacial action as the ice sheets receded. Others say it's possible the cave was formed by an ancient Winooski River channel, cutting down through the sands of its old delta like a knife through butter as the Champlain Sea receded, wearing away existing cracks in the bedrock until it formed the cavern we see now. The water in the cavern doesn't freeze over most years, not anymore. But a below-zero cold snap in 2021 allowed for some back-of-the-cavern exploration and interesting potential discoveries. This scalloped, fan-like feature with a potential tail to its left could be possible cave art. Maybe a naturally embedded feature in the stone, embellished. When reported to Vermont state archaeologist Jess Robinson, he didn't think it was the work of human hands and couldn't say if it was natural. Others were more open to the idea that it could be cave art. The sketch attempts to highlight the potential feature. Another possible feature appeared next to that one on the side wall. While it's human nature to see faces and things, it's called pareidolia, this does resemble part of a face, with curious descending links. Once again, a sketch of the feature, as perceived, attempts to demonstrate the design. Is this cave art? It's an open question. Admittedly, this could all just be natural markings in the rock. Perhaps the unique surroundings and atmosphere make it feel like there should be something more to them. It is a unique space, and you can only really get there in the winter. Find out more about our Ancient Stone Mysteries of New England in video presentations on the YouTube channel, in our Facebook group, and in my book, Ancient Stone Mysteries of New England, available everywhere. Learn more at ancientstonemysteries.com. I'm Mike Luoma. Thank you for exploring with me.